All right, look. Make sure y'all leave a comment on the video. All right, y'all ain't been commenting on my content as much as y'all should be. All right, we need to get my engagement back up. All right, the last thing I want is for me to start bitching about my analytics page at the beginning of these YouTube videos. So if you want to skip this 30-second rant about my analytic engagements, then leave a damn comment. Hit the FU or something. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, with that being said, I'm conflicted. All right, it's trouble in paradise right now because on one end, I think the Giants are trying to win a Super Bowl this year. I don't give a damn what nobody say. We got first ballot Hall of Famer. We got probably the best defense in the league on paper. Like, yo, we going for a Super Bowl. I don't care what none of y'all say. All right, so because I feel like the Giants internally, and I've heard this from beat reporters that said this, a lot of beat reporters, Jordan Rannon, cough, have reported that the Giants really believe that they have a great team and they're going to be competing this year. And the rumor is they believe they had a great team last year. They just didn't have a quarterback. So the energy inside the building is we're ready to do this. This is a great team and we expect great things. That's the energy in the building. So I'm not crazy when I say that I think this team is trying to go for it. With that being said, Jaire Alexander was one of the best corners in the league, or should I say is one of the best corners in the league when he's healthy. The thing is, he's never healthy. That's why Green Bay let him go, because he ain't want to take a pay cut. He ain't never healthy. They gave him the boot. That's understandable. Word on the street is the Giants were expecting him to get released back in March, but they didn't do it. So he was already one of the top targets for the Giants going into free agency this year anyway. My thing is, if you can get him, then get him. If he's willing to come to the Giants on a reasonable contract, I know he ain't going to be cheap, but on a reasonable deal, get him. Why take the chance on Banks? I like Deonte Banks. I thought he had a great rookie season. I did, but that was Wink Martindale. We drafted him to be a wink corner, play man-to-man press coverage all game. That's what we drafted him to do. So when he looks stupid in zone, I don't get mad when the dude looks stupid in zone, but we ain't drafting to play zone. It's kind of like the Eagles. Remember when the Eagles signed Nnamdi Asomugha from the Raiders? But everybody knows when Al Davis was alive, all the Raiders played was man press. They played two-man under all game. That's all Al Davis would allow the Raiders to do is play two-man under. That's it. That's all Nnamdi Asomugha did. And then he goes to Philly, and they tried to make a play zone, and he looks stupid. Kind of like Rogers Cromartie. They tried to make a play zone, he looks stupid. So, it's, when it comes to Deonte Banks, I'm like, he's not the first corner in the world to switch systems and look bad. This ain't the NBA, man. In the NBA, when you a good player, you can go anywhere and be good. The system be damn. Get out my way, nigga. ISO 1-4 flat. I'm getting my points. This ain't the NBA where you could just go Rambo and make sure you get your numbers. You can't do that. In football, it's about the system you're in and the plays that are being called. So when I see Banks, I'm like, you know what, bro? He might not be the best fit for a zone-oriented scheme of Shane Bowen. This just might not be what he's that good at. Granted, he could have just fired Bowen and solved this, but just bear with me for a second. So what I'm getting at is you got a Debo on one side. Why not put Jaire Alexander on the other side? And then you have the best slot corner rotation in football with Drew Phillips and Deonte Banks. Because Drew Phillips was the best rookie slot corner in the league last year. Fuck you, Philly fans. I said it. And then Deonte Banks, if he can play slot or maybe he's best on the outside, whatever, he could still be a rotational outside piece with a Debo and Jaire Alexander. When they're tired, he could play outside. So it's like, Why not add him? Because Cordell Flott, bro, we didn't have Flott on this roster for what, 3 or 4 years now. He is what he is. He's not that great. Flott is what he is. As far as I'm concerned, why not add the extra depth? Now, I get if Joe Schoen doesn't want to do it because he did draft Banks. He did draft Flott. But no, did he draft? No. Did he draft Flott? Flott was a Schoen pick, right? Yeah, Flott had to be a Schoen pick because ain't no way in hell we gave this nigga a second contract. So he had to be a Schoen pick. Ain't no way that's from the Joe Judge administration. Oh, was he? Either way, this dude been on the Giants long enough for us to know he ain't like that. So we got that point. He don't suck, but he's just not. No. So it's just I personally would sign him because more corners the merrier. Because the last thing I need is Flott on the outside. I don't need that in my life because if something happens to Banks or Debo, Flott's the first corner up to play outside because Drew Phillips is our slot guy. So why not add him? I'm just going to be honest with you. I get it. If I'm Joe Schoen, bro, I want to see Banks develop. I want to see Phillips develop. I want to see Flott develop. I get it. But damn it, if we can get a Pro Bowl corner on a reasonable $8 to $10 million contract or something like that and put him opposite a Debo, when you got Abdul Carter and Kayvon and Burns and Dexter Lawrence in the front seven, you do that shit. You make that call. You figure that out. That's what type of time I'm on right now. Yo, we got to figure that out. There's a Pro Bowl cornerback that just got released. And a lot of what cornerback wouldn't want to play for the Giants right now with that front seven we got? We got to be the number one destination for corners. If you're a corner, you want to play behind Carter, Kayvon, Burns, Dex. You want to play behind that because you're not going to have to do your job but for so long. Man, I wish we still had Wink Martindale, bro. Could y'all imagine if we had Wink Martindale with this kind of front seven? Oh, my gosh. We might have 80 sacks on the season if we had Wink Martindale with this kind of freaking front seven. I hope Shane Bowen get his act together, man. If y'all still listening to this video, how y'all feel about Shane Bowen, bro? How y'all feel about not letting the young player develop and just getting Jarie? And how do you feel about Shane Bowen making all these pieces work in the first place? Like, if you still listening to this video, make sure y'all leave a comment. Let me know what y'all thinking. But anyway, that's it. That's all. Hit the like button, sub button. Drop those FUs in the comment section if you rocking with me. My name is FiskVicious, and I approve this message.